Neil, as you remember, originally reviewed on our first episode of 2016, over 9 years ago, where Neil gave it this review. Emma, can we play a little bit of this?
So I don't know. It's one of those things where I go, why would you do a fast food pizza place unless you had no other option? I'll go 1 fork.
Oh my God.
1 fork.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
What is a worse pizza?
Oh my God. Now, this was an earlier era of the podcast when we did not really use the full fork scale. I think you were the first person to give anything 1 fork.
This sent shockwaves through the Doughboys
fan
made people.
community.
I actually did make people mad at me.
Yes.
I'm just trying to do my friend's podcast, and I had a great time. Little do I know, I'm gonna open up whatever Instagram or Twitter at the time or something, and have like people like, you don't get what the show is, and like be like pissed off at me.
You opened up a can of worms, and there was no fish or bird on the other side of this. They were very angry Redditors that got upset with you, I think it changed everything for the show.
I think it honestly was a very big early moment for the show, because it kind of was like, you can review this food on your own criteria. And I think Mitch, you and I, over time, have gotten a lot more, I think especially just as we've consumed 10 years of this garbage.
We've become jaded.
We've become a little more jaded, but we've also become just a little bit more willing to use the full fork scale. Like we go to a place like Planet Hollywood, which we did in New York City with our buddies from Blank Check, and it just fucking sucked.
It was
horrible.
bad.
And that
With
is
great
like
power comes great responsibility with the fork scale. So you don't want
sure.
You want to use the forks correctly. And Neil, we had never seen anyone do what Neil did.
It was powerful. It was alpha. I loved it.
And yeah, a lot of places do suck.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut to me is like one of the places that I think of that's like declined the most of any pizza place I've ever. And that I think like going like what it is now compared to what I remember it being, which by the way isn't just nostalgia. It is like, I was in like high school or college, which I guess is nostalgia, but like it was like I was a fully formed adult when I was eating Pizza Hut, and I was still okay.
Right.
But like the pan pizza, which we didn't get today, that like when I would go into Pizza Hut and get a pan pizza, I thought it was a good pizza at one point in time, and now I don't. There's like every time I eat Pizza Hut, I think it's pretty shitty.
We were a Pizza Hut family growing up. The Pizza Hut was the closest of the chain pizzas to our house, and my dad was too cheap to pay for delivery, so we would just order it from there and pick it up for carryout. And so I developed an affection for Pizza Hut. I have a lot of nostalgia for Pizza Hut. And that was the primary pizza that I had. Like if I was going to have something like Domino's or Little Caesars, that was like at a friend's house. You know what I mean? So that was a little bit more exotic to me. But Neil, you certainly have a history. You worked at Pizza Hut.
My very first job was working at Pizza Hut. Basically, most of the year 1996. So picture me finishing up a shift August 21st, 1996, Fairfax City. Finish up my shift, drive over to the Patriot Center to see Rage Against the Machine that night.
Pretty cool.
So that was my 1996. And it was a delivery takeout place. It wasn't a restaurant. And yeah, I mostly made pizzas and answered the phones and took orders.
Did you throw a slice to any of the band members?
Yeah. And then after that, they were kind of like cheered up, and
maybe the machine's not too bad.
Yeah, they kept clarifying, not the pizza making machine, just so everyone knows. Yeah, and so I never really liked the Pizza Hut hand tossed crust, partially I just didn't like it, but then also it was like you're just getting frozen discs. And then you like spray something around the outside, then you put in like a proofer or whatever, and over time it becomes. So it was just like for a thing called hand tossed. It's not like, oh, when you're walking down like the Jersey boardwalk and you see like pizza places where you can like watch them actually toss the crust. It's not. It's literally like a frozen disc you would get. And so I already didn't really like that.
Yeah, I remember you talking through this process on your original appearance, which was that some of the dough are fresh made in store, or at least were at the time.
Yes, there were people who came in and made some dough for the pan and for the thin crust.
Yeah, but the hand tossed was
hand tossed was not. And I going in, I didn't really like Pizza Hut hand toss, so it kind of just maybe
which has kind of become it's now like I
It's their
always
default.
it's their default, which also for me it was always the pan pizza. I wonder why they got rid of. Maybe dough tossing is dangerous. I've seen videos where dough has fallen on a guy's head, and so maybe that is a part of the issue that they've just streamlined it and put it into a frozen.
I mean, that's probably it. I think you nailed it.
There must be some reason.
I
like
think
that.
Pizza Hut probably dough's landing on people's heads and they were getting injured.
And then they trip, fall on a spike.
And then you could probably, you could with the dough on your head, you could probably fall into a spike. I'm sure.
The Pizza Hut spike.
When I was working at Pizza Hut, one of the giveaways, they had like the little bat, like a Jeff Bagwell bat or something giveaway, but there is Flipper was out in movie theaters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The giveaway was like this sort of like rubber hand puppet that you could like stick in water and it had a little like bladder in it so you could like squirt.
I remember.
I
remember this. I remember the ads for the this is because
Really?
I had the Casper hand puppet, which I talk about a lot.
But I never saw that Flipper movie, so who knows if this was like a Pizza Hut invention or the plot of the movie or what. But the thing that I always thought was really funny was you could get Flipper, but the bad guy was like a hammerhead shark. It would just like seems funny to me that like a movie about Flipper about a dolphin, that the villains wouldn't be like mankind encroaching upon his ecosystem or something. That like, wait, the bad guy in the Flipper movie is a mean fish? Is a shark? Like they could humans making this movie couldn't be like, no, we might be a problem, or the corporations in charge could be like, this can't be about an oil spill. They were like, the bad guy for Flipper is a shark, not anything a human does.
Underwater drama.
During the SAG-AFTRA strike, I saw Flipper on the picket line.
That's
is
awesome.
Good. And did you see the hammerhead scabbing?
Yeah, his hammerhead was scabbing.
Doughboys